It's been too long. You know, it's funny, man. I was trying to think. Honestly, it may have been like 3.5 years, maybe even four. I could be
Wow.
crazy off since the last time I've physically seen you, man.
Yeah.
Period. Because we missed each other at the Junos a couple of
Right.
times too.
Yeah.
So how you been keeping up, man?
We've been just like everybody trying to get through the summer and get back to kind of whatever normal was. Having fun at the same time while doing it. But I was thinking the same thing on your end as well as the last time I saw you. And I was like, I think it was at the Junos, but it was not the last couple Junos.
No.
And it definitely wasn't the one Junos that we were trying to have in Saskatoon that one year, right? So
Oh,
I hope you've been well yourself, and it's good to see you, and hopefully we can change that.
yeah, we got to change that. But man, every time I think about the Saskatoon, oh my God. That was, look, man, I was only at the airport because I actually flew in,
Yeah.
found out, and then had to fly right out immediately.
Uh,
But, brother, just for those couple of hours, coldest place I've ever been in the winter.
did you make the flight right after, or did you have to spend the day in Saskatoon?
Well, what ended up happening for me was so for folks who are listening to this whole interview on Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com, we were talking about when we first heard about COVID and the Junos ending up being canceled. There was a bunch of us who literally were on the morning plane, flew into Saskatoon, and as we were flying, we kept hearing the rumors about the Junos being canceled. We're going, no, they wouldn't do it this close. Nah, maybe they won't have the audience around. We'll just, have the performers and the media. As soon as we landed, we got word, man, Junos was closed. I literally walked off the plane to a kiosk and got my ticket. The problem was I could have gone back on the plane. I would not have had my luggage, and I refused to
Of
leave without my luggage.
course.
So me and a bunch of people sort of waited, I'd say maybe about 8 hours, got on the next plane with our luggage, and flew back. I mean, what an
Wow.
experience. I will never forget it. But like I said, man, I barely stepped out of the airport, man, but I felt that cold and I was like, no, not happening, man. Not happening. But what an
Well, I'm sure it's a
experience.
lot better weather this time around right now too. It's
Yeah.
really beautiful out there right now, probably.
Absolutely. Look, man, look, one of the things that I love talking to you, of course, is you and I have history. And for folks, I want people to know that when I first left broadcasting and was on my own and things like that, it was you and your company that reached out to me for the first time and basically helped me have a stage. And what a stage to have over at Young Dundas Square. It was an amazing experience in hosting Indie Fridays. I had such a blast doing it. And I want to say publicly, man, thank you to you and the company for helping me basically get my start on my own.
Nice. I mean, we appreciate it as well. It was a no-brainer. We were looking for a host, and I remember at the time we were talking, and you did a great job. And I remember after the amount of people after that came to us, asking for your contacts and wanting to hire you for other events and everything like that. So it was really great to see, and appreciate you doing that for us.
And as we're coming out, and thank you, and as we're coming out of this pandemic, here you are, you're back again helping artists. First off, people should learn about your company. Can you talk a little bit about it, please?
Sure. So our company is Canada's Music Incubator. We're a national non-for-profit that specializes in the development of artists, artist professionals like managers, and helping them build their careers and businesses. So we're based in Toronto. We also do all of our core programming in Calgary, and we run a lot of different workshops, seminars, and a whole bunch of other things throughout Canada. And probably the last 5 or 6 years, as a result of working with so many different artists, artist managers, we started CMI Live, which was a division of Canada's Music Incubator that focused solely on just giving artists paid performance opportunities. And that's all we were doing. We weren't agents, we weren't promoters. Any type of commission or whatnot, we would not take from the artist. We didn't take any commission from the artist whatsoever. Any type of administrative fee would be handled by the programmer or the festival or whatever type of event we were working with. So we started doing that about 5 or 6 years ago, and since then it has bundled up into a great division. Mainly thanks to TD in regards to a lot of the events that they're putting on, which we can talk about now as well. But through a lot of their events and a lot of different other partners throughout Canada, we now have become a national curator, and we put on probably 400 or 500 events per year across Canada each year.
And something else I would love for you to talk about too, because you also do something during the Juno Awards, which is really like a jewel
Yeah.
during Juno Week. What is that big event that you guys did too?
Yeah, so the event we do is the TD Green Room, which is an awesome event every year. And it sucked that we didn't do it in Saskatoon because I was so excited for it. And it was kind of, again, a staple of the Junos every year. But basically, every year at the Junos, we will have a great industry event where we'll have free food, hors d'oeuvres, drinks, and mainly invite artists in the music industry to have a celebration of the year, have a celebration of music, and just to get a chance to connect very casually. We have amazing artists that are performing the whole time. A whole bunch of activities that are going on throughout the day as well. So this year, when the Junos do come around, we look forward to hosting that same event. And Rudy, if you want to attend it, I mean, you're always there. Welcome. You're always meeting the artists and interviewing them. So thank you for doing that. But
I love
we do
that.
recommend anybody attending the Junos, industry-wise or artist-wise, that wants to come check it out, send us an email and we put you on a guest list.
I love that because there have been so many artists who I have interviewed there who I may not have known.
Yeah.
But because of that event, a couple of years later, and this is no lie, they're walking the red carpet as either Juno Award nominees or Juno Award winners. So for me, that's why I call your event the jewel of the Junos, because it really is a taste of what is going to happen in the future. So I think it's an amazing thing. And you guys are still working on the future of the industry, because what we're going to talk about now really is, again, another platform for many artists who haven't had a chance to perform for live shows because of the pandemic.
Correct. So basically, what was going on is through the pandemic, again, thanks to the huge support of TD, we presented the TD Music Connected series, and this was a virtual program that basically promoted all the beautiful different types of parks, parkettes, different places across Canada in a virtual way. And the main focus of that really was to, again, help get artists paid opportunities, performance opportunities during the pandemic, which were very rare at the time, right? Because of obviously because of safety reasons. So that was the main objective of the TD Music Connected series. It was very successful. We worked with a lot of great artists. You can still see all the performances online at tdmusicconnectedseries.com. And it was a really great kind of first year program. As a result, since then, of course, now we're looking ourselves in the touring industry and the event industry, we're really trying to push back to in person. And I think so far we've done a great job this summer and it's been great. So because of that, the TD Music Connected series did want to now shift to really focus on giving, same thing, artists paid performance opportunities for in-person activations and events, right? So what we had going on in Toronto was a program called Play the Parks. And Play the Parks was produced by the Downtown Young BIA. It is still produced by the Downtown Young BIA. We're in our 10th year right now running it. And basically what we do is we put on open, free, very unique performances in all the different parks and parkettes in downtown Toronto. So McGill Granby, College Park. They have farmers markets on certain days that we bring in artists to perform. These are all free shows, open to the public, in a very kind of intimate setting. Very family oriented, but diverse as well. And the main focus of our curation is on diversity. So different styles and genres of music and diversities and cultural backgrounds. So through that, we've been doing that for 10 years. And it's always been something that we wanted to expand nationally and into other markets. And again, thanks to TD and the TD Music Connected series, this year they were able to present Play the Parks nationally across Canada into 13 other markets. West Coast to East Coast, you name it. And we're very thankful for what TD's been able to do to support, music and artists throughout Canada. And that's kind of how this all came to. So we're very excited to present it. It was just launched. We have shows going on all across Canada at a whole bunch of beautiful parks and parkettes. And I highly recommend anybody, in those markets to go check out a show, check out a free show, support your local live artists. For all the public performances, they are all listed on the TD Music Connected series, and all the artists and dates are listed there.
How important do you think this is for the industry? I know, to me, it's extremely important because a lot of these artists, and especially these new artists, some of them have never had the chance to perform in front of people. This is their opportunity.
It is the opportunity. It's their opportunity to kind of connect with their fan bases again, right? Because during the pandemic, and the good thing about social media and good thing of the the TD Music Connected series that we did as a virtual platform, it allowed obviously artists to connect with fans, but there's no better way to do that than in person, right? So what we're happy with is we're providing a platform now for these artists who either have their fan bases and kind of miss them or haven't connected with them in a while to be able to connect them, or like you mentioned, Rudy, artists that maybe they started during the pandemic, they've got some good stuff going on, but 2 or 3 years they still haven't done a show, and this is their first time to do it, right? At the same time, we love that it's a free. All the events are free. So for the fans to come out and support, it's a completely free thing for them to do. So we love that we give them the opportunity as well to check out local artists, go support their artists for free, while being able to pay everybody. And not that it's all about payment and all that kind of stuff, but we are happy that we're able to pay these artists. We're able to pay the techs who have also suffered during the pandemic, the event managers. We're hiring. We're renting gear across Canada. We're giving parks rental fees and all that. So just in general, kind of answer your question, not only does it kind of support artists and music and connecting artists to music, but it's also kind of connecting the live infrastructure and supporting that and getting that back on track too.
This pandemic has affected everybody, especially in this industry. As you said, it doesn't matter if you're in front of the microphone or the person setting up the mic or even the person coming out to watch the performance. It's affected all of us. And something like this, I think, is great. Plus, and again, I think it's so important for folks to get out there for these live shows, wherever it is. But some of us, financially, it's a little tough. This is still a great way to come out to support music, and I think this is an amazing thing you guys are doing. Congratulations on this.
Hey, thank you. And again, thank you for being such a supporter since we started doing this. And just like, when you came to us and we were chatting, and when we were working together on the Yonge and Dundas Square shows, that was kind of when we were starting out just like you. And, so the fact that now we're looking at it and where we both are, it's really great to see. And the stuff that you've done for, Canadian artists, for artists that are touring, just in general, the stuff that you've been doing to help out artists has been amazing as well, and well noted. And thank you for helping out with that as well.
Always much appreciated. One more time, where do we go? Website to see these performances throughout Canada.
Yep. So all the performances are in the TD Music Connected series, and you can see both the performances that we did last year virtually, and then you can also see the upcoming schedule, which will basically be running all of all of August and September of this year, all across Canada, and you can go to the website to see all the dates.
Before we go, any thoughts on anything happening in the winter? Because I know you guys, the mind is always still rolling all the time.
Of course. I mean, again, the TD Music Connected series, started last year with the goal to really connect artists with their fan bases. It's happy this year to present Play the Parks this summer. We'll see what it has in store for in the fall and for the next year, but it is a program that's continuing to happen, and we look forward to just continue to grow it and give opportunities to these artists across Canada.
Jess, I love it, man. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the opportunities, not just for myself, for all the artists across Canada. Thank you so much for this.
Hey, thank you too, Rudy.